Phenomenal. 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 Mary McKnight here with Service Dog Academy and Diabetic Alert Dog University. It is Monday, which means it's Medical Alert Dog Monday, where I answer your questions about training a medical alert dog. As you can see, each week we have a socialization item, and this week's socialization item is Mr. Sock Monkey. And this is actually inspired by something that happened today at church with Homer. I was doing some training with him, and there was this little girl that approached him with not a sock puppet, but a little stuffed doggy in her arms. And instead of trying to greet the child, Mr. Homer decided that he wanted to play with the little stuffed doggy. So he went up to the dog and started to nibble at it. So it's important that you teach your dog that not every stuffed animal is something that they're allowed to play with. So what I recommend that you do is get yourself a couple stuffed animals that they are not allowed to play with, and you pet the stuffed animal and you interact with the stuffed animal. Phenomenal. And teach your dog that not every stuffed animal is something that they are allowed to play with, because at some point some little child might be carrying a stuffed animal or, a real animal. And if your dog hasn't learned that, things in your possession are not to be played with until you tell them that they can play with it, or things in the possessions of other people are not allowed to be played with until you tell them it's okay to be played with, or, for example, not played with ever at all, like Mr. Sock Monkey is not allowed to be played with ever at all. You need to teach your dog this, because a child is not going to be able to fight back if there is a little puppy or dog who is trying to get their stuffed animal. So, really important thing, teach your dog not every stuffed animal is something to be played with. Rachel from Michigan has our Medical Alert Dog Monday question. She wants to know, when you get a service dog, does that mean that you have to take that dog everywhere with you? This is a really great question, Rachel, because people, once they get a service dog, or once they're thinking about getting a service dog, they think that they have to take the dog everywhere with them. What people may not know is that you don't actually have to bring your dog with you when you go somewhere. And actually, there are places that I recommend that you don't ever take your service dog, like from the previous videos that you've seen. Fireworks shows is number one. Number two is air shows. I never recommend that you take your dog to an air show. Number three, I'm just making this up on the top of my head here, a rave, or like a rowdy bar, places where your dog could potentially get hurt. And there's another thing that I don't recommend taking your dog to, and that is, don't take your dog somewhere where you're going to be incredibly fearful. Like, I don't know, Halloween horror, haunted house type thing, or maybe something like the next video that you're gonna see here is a place that I chose not to take my medical alert dog with me. This is Mary McKnight from Service Dog Academy and Diabetic Alert Dog University. I am here at the dentist, and I am doing this video because a lot of you ask questions about whether or not you should take your service dog with you everywhere that you go. In this instance, I don't know if you can see, but I actually have no service dog with me. And the reason why is because I am terrified of the dentist. And my service dog is trained to respond to my fear and anxiety, even though I don't have a lot of it anymore now that my blood sugars have been managed. He is trained to respond to that. And unfortunately, having a dog trying to crawl on top of me while this poor dentist tries to work on me is not something that speaks well for the service dog community. So I have chosen to leave my service dog at home so that my dentist can work without distractions. And again, you do not have to take your service dog everywhere with you. It is not a requirement by law when you get a service dog to take your dog with you every single time you go somewhere. So if you're in a situation like this where you are going to be loopy, or the dog is going to interfere with the conditions of the environment that you're going to be in, I do not recommend that you take your dog with you. I hope that answers your questions, and I hope I don't start crying in the middle of this video. So I wish you guys good luck, and remember, you can train your own medical alert dog. All it takes is someone with the right training knowledge, the right level of experience, and I can't remember what else my other statements are in my videos, because I think I'm getting a little bit high on this gas right now. So again, good luck, and you do not have to take your service dog everywhere. It's not a law. That's our question of the week. Good job, Rachel. Thank you for asking that. And again, the answer is you do not have to take your medical alert dog with you when you go places. So again, just because you've got a service dog, there's no law whatsoever in the entire United States that says you have to take your service dog with you all the time. If you have a question that you'd like to be answered in Medical Alert Dog Monday, please email me at info@servicedogacademy.com or go to the website at servicedogacademy.com and type in your question into the comments. If you would like to attend my next 4-day intensive medical alert dog training class, it is coming up over Labor Day weekend. That is September 1st through the 4th here in Waterloo, Illinois. Again, I want to remind you that you can train your own medical alert dog. All it really takes is time, a stably temperamented dog, and working with the right experienced trainer. Good luck, and I'll see you next week.